Greetings, this is garthrs, the tireless adventurer. Yeah, little bit of video problems, I fat fingered and turned off my recording, so you didn't get to see the actual taking of this last planet, but it was pretty quick. It was about 5 minutes and it was over. So, a long story short, I won there. And the rest of the story is pretty easy. I was gonna go do a creative episode today. I thought that would be interesting to do. And I think what I've done is I've grown tired of Angry Joe's spaceship. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a more warlike ship that's not so comical. It's more seriously warlike and crazy. So let's go back to our home planet because that's the only place you should ever redesign your spaceship is in the home world. It's like, you know, it's like you're supposed to always like the first girl you kiss. You're never supposed to get mad at her and not like her anymore. I mean, you can, but you're not supposed to. Alright, so let's I don't think we're gonna need any cash, but I just want to pick this up. Oh god, look at that 48 purple, 28. Oh my, I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I'm gonna have so much gold that I'm just gonna be rich forever. Forever. Did I say my microphone's muted? Probably not. You know why? Because I've forgotten. Because I can hear myself in my ears. It's so freaking hard to remember to say that. It's like catch line. Just became useless. Purple, it's nothing. I don't want it to get out of here. I don't want your stupid charity. Hometopia. We're going to go do some work at Hometopia. Go over there. Look at that. Missiles. I am an angry species. What do you think of that? Holy crap. Those are good. Okay. Those are awesome. That's so incredibly awesome. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to create your own new ship. Oh yes. And I was gonna do like a fast build, but I think I'm gonna stick with you guys on this time. It's gonna be a long. This is gonna be a kind of long episode. So I think the first thing we're gonna do right now is we're gonna make it we're gonna make it sleek. I think sleek is the best plan for that. So I think with we don't really need to be super sleek in space because aerodynamics doesn't really play a factor. But I would like to, because you know, every once in a while we may have to go into the atmosphere. You never know. Put that back there. Now we're gonna have a warship first of all, so we have to understand that we're gonna have to save some complexity for engine or engine-looking things. I think I like the bull look right here. So, but let's bring this out just a little bit, and bring these forward. No, too far, too much, too UFO, and we'll bring you down just a little bit. Okay, actually back a little bit. I like that. All right, that's good. Okay. Astro rocket, no. Jet stream, no. Now some of these items you can get really cool effects, like that, by using the slider option. Actually, let's see what this does. I don't want to look too busy. No, I don't want to look too busy. So let's undo that. But I do kind of like the X-wing look there. I think that's pretty nice. Okay, we set that right in the center. Now, a lot of times with some of these, you can get some pretty decent looks with like just like a regular orb. Put the orb right in the middle. Let's see. Put the orb right in the middle, and then you just bring it. Because we have to have. So if you think about it, there's several things you have to have when you're building a spaceship. You have to have a command deck. You have to have a oh, it's too far back. You have to have a place for people to live. So this is a spaceship. It is a spaceship. So this is off center. I need to line it up so they're all pointing in the same direction. I think that's right. Yeah, okay. So you have to think about stuff like that. Now, first of all, the main fuselage of this right here is very, very sleek. So in order to give it a scaling effect, we're going to add something to it to make it look a whole lot bigger than it actually is. And sometimes you can do that with paint. But what you can do is, like, if you take this and you stretch it out and you shrink it down, you bring it down like this and you stretch it out and you shrink. I cannot shrink this down anymore. That sucks. Okay, so let's bring it just like that. So now, with the tiny, tiny window right here, we can copy that, I believe, with Alt. Yeah, you can copy that with Alt a couple of times, just to give it the perspective of size. Get out of there. You know what I mean? I think you guys know where I'm coming from. I wish these windows weren't all jukey. What the deuce? Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I didn't pick this. And that's what. Okay, all right. Alrighty. So you got the scope and scale added with the tiny windows right there. You can also take, like on your paint, and you go to something that looks kind of like the side of a spaceship would look if it was complex. See, like these don't really provide anything that might appear to be windows or whatnot. But if you go into the later ones, like right here, and you put that on there. Actually, let me undo that last paint. Undo that last paint. There we go. And put this here. I don't like that one. And that's kind of, yeah, that's kind of better. Let me change this and this. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right, see how it kind of makes it look like it's sectioned and it gives you some kind of semblance of control to the thing. You know what I mean? Alright, so this is all. I don't like that. No. There we go. Okay, so all of them on that side. Alright, now it's kind of clean right now. It's kind of clean, but what we want to do is we want to add some aggressiveness to it. And this is just the base body. Don't forget about that. This is just the base body that we're playing with right now. So we're going to come in here, and these are all stone, but if you think about it, and you make both of these red. Actually, I don't want red, I want, that kind of looks pink. Kind of looks pink too. Maybe we do white. Yeah, I wonder what happened if we did that. No, that's not going to work. No, that's not going to work. Crap. I was thinking I could just color that part, but you can't. See? It colors the whole thing. And that doesn't look at all like a large spaceship. Okay, I guess we're going to have to add flavor on here the old-fashioned way with parts and pieces. Alright, so command deck, first thing we got. Forward command deck I think is very important because your enemy is going to be in front of you 9 times out of 10, especially if you're an aggressive race. So what we'll do is we'll take this thing and what the deuce? Oh, I forgot that auto paint is on. Basically, if the similar items are auto painted. So let's bring this down a little bit because remember, we're working with scale and scope here. And that needs to go that way. And actually, I think that might be good right there. Because it adds a little bit, well, you got no visibility on the side, but then again, you're in a spaceship. It's not like you're actually looking out the windows. You got view screens and junk. Alright, so this is driving me crazy. So let's go back to this one that we picked right here and do the 2 grays. And then color that. And, oh, that lines up nicely. That's really nice. I like the way that centers up. Okay, so now we've got the basic body style. We got to add the aggressiveness to it. These windows look crooked as crap, man. All right, so the first thing you do, and pretty much all of these, there's so many things you can do. Now, I love claws. The claws look nice, but we've done the claws. Let's do something else this time. So I think what we're going to do this time is we're going to go into airplane. Now, airplane has several things that you can do that really add to it. And I I like the sweeping look. Let me just scroll these. There we go. I like the sweeping look that you can get with these. Come on, there we go. All right. First thing is first, we're going to rotate these along the axis of the aircraft, or the fuselage, I should say, which is pretty much right there. And then we're going to sweep them forward just a little bit. And you're like, why are you sweeping them forward? Doesn't make any stupid sense. Because when you go like this, that might be a little bit too big. Let me bring these down a little bit more. You go like that, it adds a nice little shape to the side, and it looks like swept wings that are held in reserve for when you enter the atmosphere of a planet. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get down to the planet, you can flip these out and actually fly. But for now, they're swept back because we don't need them since we're in space. So let's just sweep them back just a little bit more like that. Now it gives it kind of ruins the X, actually, doesn't it? It sucks. Let me move them back just a little bit more and rotate them down just a little bit more down. At the angle of the body. Quite it. I don't want them to be that straight. There we go. Alright, so this is already looking kind of bulky. I'm trying to get sleek, man, not bulky. I wonder what happened if I did this. And then take these. Right, like, for a second there, that was kind of cool. I like that. I like that look. You see how they switch them up to the side there? Oh, I like that look. I like that look. That is kind of sleek. Okay, but we gotta spruce up the top side here because it looks kind of stupid. And I think we could probably. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. All right. The downside with a lot of these things that you put on your aircraft is they stick to the skin, and you may not always like where they stick. So a way to fix that is to take an individual piece, and one of these smaller individual pieces will do just fine. Where are you at? I guess this would work fine. Just put this out here like this. You rotate it like this, and you make it skinny, and you make it short, and you move it up a little bit, and you put it like this, and you go like this, and you put it on there like you want it, and you spin it around. And then you scroll it down a little bit, and then you grab it, and you move it to where you want it. You see? And if you don't like it and you don't want it there, you can just move it right up into the body, and nobody knows it's there. And then you just grab your things and put them back like they're supposed to be, because they freaking move on you all the time. And now you have pieces that you can't see, and then you can change the way things affect. And you see how the ones that we rotated through the body have now become part of the pieces we just put on. You see? Two different pieces. And it actually adds a little bit to it. Let me just get that down a little bit more. I want to go, okay, perfect. I like that look. It's kind of like a little, it's like a little mohawk deal. Like that. These are kind of jowly though. Wouldn't you agree? Would you agree that those are jowly? I wonder what we could do about that. This is cool. Alright, I got it. I think I know what we're going to do. I'm going to select that. We're going to go gook. That looks like a little midgety. This thing is getting uglier by the moment. Alright, so I add something just to turn it around and take it away. It doesn't make any sense at all, does it? That's not exactly what I wanted. Maybe I'll put it on the underside. I think that is probably closer to what I'm looking for. I just need to scroll them down a little bit. Quit doing the jerk move. Ah, I scrolled the wrong thing. Okay, I think that's it right there. It's a little bit of bulk to the fuselage, but look, does it look crooked to you? It does. It looks crooked to me. It's crooked as all get out. Oh, it was crooked. That's why. Yeah, there you go. Adds a little bit of bulk to the fuselage. Gives it a scoop look, a scoop appearance, which is cool. I like that. And now we can actually affix things to this. Like, I think engines are important. So let's go and let's get some engines. With these, I think the best way to do the engines would be to do them on pods. And pods, or on spaceships. There we go. We gotta bring these up a little bit. Bring them out like this. Align them to the scale and scope of the aircraft. Bring this down to very, very fine. Very, very fine. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, then we take these. I think this is what we're going to want to do. Now with these, you notice how you see where they attach to the front? They attach by the front. Which this is kind of the hard part where you gotta scroll in there really, really good. And you basically have to you have to attach this to the front. Alright, right there. Like that. And then you can spin them around. Spin them around to line up with the piece that you attached them to. And you can scroll back out. And as you can see, now they look like they're part of that boom arm. Which is very handy, because now we can control the engines with the boom arm. As you can see, that's perfect. I like that. All right, we are going to use the claws, but I'm going to use the claws to hold the weapons. I think that would be cool. So let's take the claws. I mean, we had angry fists, but I think it's time to make it less comical and more angry. All right, there's the claws. Kind of in place there. We need to scroll them down a little bit, and then you bring them out a little bit more. Oh, not that far. That's stupid looking. That's stupid looking. No, that's stupid looking too. I like the kind of swooped angle from the joints right there. That's nice. So let's get us some weapons up on this puppy. Let's get the weapons up on this puppy. Like this. Here. I'm just putting here so that I can shrink them to scale. Alright, let's bring these down. Bring these up. Now remember, with our weapons, we don't have to hide the claws, because the claws are kind of part of the angriness of the ship. Everything is lined up already. Okay. But what I'm going to incorporate into the claw is the missiles. So you're going to put the missiles like right on the top of the claw, which is kind of hard to see because of where it's located. But you can put it right on the top, like that. And then, actually I think that is, it's right on the top. Oh, perfect. Oh, it worked. And you scroll these down around like that, and then you shrink them in so that only one of them is hanging out, and then you move it back. Come on now. Yeah, only one of them is hanging out now. You see? But the problem with this is I screwed it up. Put it in the wrong spot. Now I had to change it. Go. One of them is hanging out. Too much of it is exposed. It's not. It's ruining the effect in PO. Maybe I'll just do this. Oh, I remember what we can do. Come to this one. Go to the second page. Put this. And you're like, what the deuce are you doing, Garth? I'm like, you listen to me when I'm talking. And we'll just bring this all in like this. And you're like, that is ridiculous. What in the world are you doing? I'm going to put this on top of the claw, thusly. Then I'm going to put the missile, the single missile, on top of that. And you're like, well, okay, that kind of makes sense. I'm like, yeah, I know it does. Because I'm smart. M-A-R-T. Alright, now we can scale and scope this missile down. So let's scale and scope the missile down and make it longer. It's got to be longer than the claw. And you grab that little bitty thing, and you spin it room like this. And then you can take this and move it where you want. You see? It's like I know what I'm doing! And then if you don't like where it's at, you can always move it. Just like that. So now we have claws that are part missile, but I think I want to scoot the claw part back even further. Oh no! No, I grabbed the wrong thing! Actually, maybe I'll work on this side because I can actually see what I'm doing. So move this back to right there. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I like that. These claws are like missile holders. And now you're like, well, how is the missile actually attached to the claw? Well, I'll show you how the missile is actually attached to the claw. You watch your mouth. Alright? Don't get sassy with me, young lady, or ma'am, or sir. Hold this right in the middle. See, I should be able to do this without problem. Scroll it in. No, it's not going to work because it doesn't connect. I'm going to have to do a coil. A coil doesn't make a lick of sound. I know. I'm crazy. Alright, so you take these like curly cute things that look like cutesy antennas and you put them in the back here, right? And then you see how when you stretch it that way, it coils away from itself? Well, then you just take these and you coil them in and scroll them down. How do you get the sound? I want these things smaller. Oh, I forgot. I gotta do this. They're too big. I'm getting angry. I'm starting to get mad. They're supposed to go smaller than that. I'm not happy. Everything. Look how big everything is. You got. I mean, you got to literally just make it so stupid small. It's not even funny. I get so angry sometimes. I just want to punch things. Actually, I kind of like that. I kind of like that look. The twisted, gnarly look. So let's try that in the back there. Come on. Alright, so put that. Yeah. I think that kind of works. No, it doesn't work. It's too stupid. Get rid of it. Alright, so I noticed we got a whole bunch of complexity left. I don't like to squat front, so we're going to get rid of it. We're going to get rid of this stupid thing. You're like, Garth, are you planning on finishing anything? Oh, you shut your mouth. This box seat wasn't working for me. I'm sorry. That looks looks a little bit nifty. That looks a little bit nifty, but let's elongate it just a little bit and slide this part back so that it actually fits. Right there, I think that looks really nice. That looks a whole lot better. I'm actually considering getting rid of the forward sweeping wings now. Ah, yes, me and my indecisiveness. It's wonderful. Alright, claws are kind of looking stupid, so I'm just going to pull them off. I'm just kidding. I'm like, oh god, dude, just frickin' finish something. Just frickin' finish it. Just frickin' finish it. I don't want that. Let's see. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. You know what we could do? And this is kind of cool to do. Now these right here, sometimes they can give you a different feeling depending on how you use them. I think this is exactly what I want right there. I just gotta freaking slope it. Now watch when I deselect them, watch what they do. I think that's pretty cool. They almost look like grinders, which is nice. I think I'm gonna change where I have them though. I like them better like that. Bring them up like this. And where's the thing? There's the thing. This kind of turns it into like piping, I guess. That's cool. Alright, I think this is going to be one of the last few things I add onto here, so we can pretty much consider this episode a wrap after this. But I think what we're going to need is something that comes off the top here just ever so slightly on that side. Alright, this is not what I want for the Bugs Bunny ears. Don't worry, I'm not done. What is that? There we go. This is going to be. This is the part that makes the creation where you're like, you get really particular about it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. That kind of takes away from stuff. So let's move it to right there. Yeah, that looks nice. So let's take this one and get rid of it. And we'll move this one here. And this one, get off there. And this one will move right there. Still adds the scale and scope that I think we're looking for. But also this little sweet pea dealie right here actually adds some, makes me happy about that. And I think that should do it. I think that should do it for that. Let's let me beef one more thing here real fast. I'm gonna do one more beef on the engines because we got these to look like control thrusters more than anything. But every spaceship should have like light speed thrusters, but these are going to be smaller ones, big fat smaller ones, big fat smaller ones. Alright, and I'm going to do one little last touch, kind of little touch up on the paint, because the paint is very important because it tells your enemy who's killing you. Who's killing them, I should say. So let's go with these right there. I like that. And we'll add that. No, ooh, that looks gross. Baby blue, get out of here. Get out of here. No, baby blue's the wrong thing to do. Let's not go baby blue at all. Let's not do any baby blue. Let's do, I like red. I like angry red. I think angry red is nice. And instead of that, we'll do gray. It's too pink. It's way too pink. Pink is not angry. Pink is friendly. It's happy bunnies and junk. So let's, instead of that, let's go with black. Definitely a darker color. Yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, the darker color really does bring it out. I like it. Makes me happy. Now remember, we got. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We got to keep the main fuselage painted properly. Ah! The main fuselage painted properly so that it looks like it's got the depth and the scale to it. But everything else we can do whatever we want to with. The engines. You hold down shift, it'll paint the whole thing. Yeah, the dark contrast is really nice. I like that. I like it. I like it, man. We're going to name it. I'm trying to think of something nice here. So let's go with... Terrorist X14. I think that's nice. And then a description goes here. So, hello. And the tag would be your it. Perfect! Oh, man, this is getting a long episode. I'll put a little bit of music in the background so you guys be like, oh, yeah, that's nice. That's good sound. No, let's have a look at our ship. Oh, I like the way it looks. Oh, look at it when it banks. That's awesome. Oh, this thing. Oh, this thing. It's upside down. Whoa, yeah. All right. I just want to say for the record that you guys are freaking awesome. I love you in the face. So much. I love you in the face. But anyway, and that's how it is. And I'm going to go fly around and make some more freaking Spore bucks. And if you want to see something else, like a building or whatever, or statue or whatever, drop it in the comments and I'll say whatever. Probably not even read it. Just kidding. I'll read it all. You know what? I love you more.